Community High School. Today we're going to show you guys our choir, some of the really fun things we do. But first, I have a couple of questions for you. Question number one, raise your hand if you have ever listened to music. Me too, right? Look around, lots of people. Okay, keep your hand up if you like to sing in the car, or when you're at home, or when you're trying to annoy your siblings. Me too, right? I know. So, go ahead, you can put your hands down, So, it seems like a lot of us in here like music. A lot of us like to sing, a lot of us like to listen to music. And if that's true, choir might be a really nice spot for you guys. It's really fun to get to sing with your friends and do all other sorts of cool things that we'll talk about today. And lucky for you, you're all in 3rd to 5th grade, right? So, what does that mean? Soon you're going to be in 6th or 7th grade? Yeah. So, when you get there, you will have the choice to join choir at the junior high. I also teach choir at the junior high, so I hope to see you all there. We're going to go ahead and get started with our first song. Come on out, guys, come on out. We're going to go ahead and get started with our first song. Now, this song is a calypso, which is a really cool style of song and dance that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. It is in a different language, but that's part of what makes it so cool. So, while they finish getting set up, I hope you all enjoy, and thank you so much for being here. Right, so what did we think of that one? Did we like it? I think so too. Pretty cool. Now, our next song is a little different. By a little different, I mean a lot different. This next song is in the style of a lullaby. So, it's going to be a little slower, it's going to be a little quieter, which means you're really going to have to listen hard and focus on what all the different voices up here are doing. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this next one. This is Seal Lullaby. All right, so as you can tell, that one is a little bit different. Something I really, really like about this piece of music though, is that you can hear all 4 different voice groups singing different notes. Did you guys notice that? That there were a lot of different notes happening? So, I thought something might be fun for all of us to try. We're gonna try to be in choir for like 5 minutes. And you guys are each going to sing one of the notes that we heard at the end. Do we think we can do it? Oh, that was lame. Do we think we can do it? I think so. So we're gonna try our best, all right? And nobody's getting out of this. High schoolers who are on the sides, you guys are also going to be singing, so lock in, okay? All right, first, my outside groups. Everybody else needs to listen. You gotta focus. You gotta focus so you can hear your note. Okay, this is just for my high schoolers. You guys are gonna sing the bass note. Can I hear the bass note at the end of that song? Basses, go ahead and sing it. Groups on the outside, join us. Good. This group right here. Keep going, outside group, keep going. You guys are going to sing the next part up, the tenor part. Can we hear the tenor part? Join in when you got it. Good. Middle group, you guys are going to sing the alto part. Let's hear it. Yes, sounds great, guys. Keep it going, keep singing. And last group, you guys are going to sing the soprano part, all right? Here's the soprano part. Oh my goodness, listen how pretty you sound. All right, here's what we're going to try. Remember your note. Stop singing for a second. Remember your note. I'm going to give us 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to sing it together, okay? Sound like a plan? All right, let's try it. Remember your note. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are naturals. All of you. All right. Nice job. So you guys just got a little itty bitty taste of choir. Now there's one more part of choir that I think you might really...
Chasing all the lies that
thank you all so much for listening to the choir this morning. I hope you're really excited to hear everything else that we have in store. But give them one more round of applause. They worked really hard. And choir, I think they deserve a round of applause for being an excellent audience. Let's clap it up for our audience. Yes, you guys have been wonderful, so thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and transition over to our next act. So see you soon.
Hello, good morning. Okay, let's see if you guys know this. Are you ready? Da 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 da. 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 Okay, see, look at you. You're ready to go. I'm Miss Ratcliffe. That is the Addams Family. You're absolutely right. I'm Miss Ratcliffe, and I'm one of the directors of the Spring Musical. This is Miss Cremines. She is my amazing co-director. And our Spring Musical this year is the Addams Family. We're very excited about it. Did anyone come last year to see Cinderella? Raise your hand if you saw Cinderella last year. Awesome. We hope you enjoyed it. Has anybody in here seen a little movie called Wicked, maybe? Okay. I have to tell you a secret. I'm not a Elphaba, I'm a Slytherin. Can you believe it? But Wicked and Cinderella are musicals. The Addams Family is a musical as well. In a musical, you have to do 3 things at the same time. You have to sing, you have to act, and you have to dance. Okay? How many of you like to sing? We saw that earlier. Keep your hand up if you also like to dance. Okay, now keep your hand up if you like to act. You're good at acting. Okay, perfect. So you are people who might want to audition for the musical when you are in high school. Our cast is going to perform. Cast is a fancy word for the people who perform on the stage. So they're gonna perform a song from our show called When You're in Addams. If you don't know about the Addams Family is really creepy and spooky. They like scary things in the color black. Okay? And this musical is about when Wednesday gets a normal boyfriend from Ohio. Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Okay? But you guys are the very first people to see any sort of performance from this musical. So you are in an exclusive club. Okay? It's very exciting. So they are going to perform for you When You're in Addams.
Ah, the intoxicating smell of the graveyard. Once a year, we gather under the Addams Family tree to honor the great cycle of life and death. Come, every member of our clan, living, dead, and undecided, and let us celebrate what it means to be an Addams. Come to me, my luscious wife, oh she of skin so pale, eyes so black, and a dress as dark as her heart. And tell us what it is every Addams hopes for.
Darkness and grief and unspeakable sorrow.
I love it when you talk spooky. When you're in Addams, you have to have a little moonlight. When you're in Addams, you need to feel a little chill. You have to see the world in shades of gray. You have to put some poison in your day.
That's the way
When you're in Addams, you have to have a sense of humor.
Ha ha ha.
When you're in Addams, Yes, and how do we do this?
By dancing on their graves!
Yes! Dance, my brother Fester! Time to wake the dead!
So just imagine, they're in costumes, there might be fog, spooky stuff. But that was just a sneak peek. But being in the cast and being on the stage is not the only way to be involved in the musical. There are a lot of different ways that you can be involved. One of them is being in the pit band, so everybody give our band a round of applause. Without them. They play all of our songs in the show for us, and they keep us on beat and on track. Actors, we like to be dramatic, and sometimes we go a little slower than we should because we like the attention. But Mr. Rage keeps us moving with the pit band. We also have a really important group of people who work behind the scenes. They're called our crew. So I think we have a special guest with us. And she's going to tell you all member of the crew.
Hey guys, are we having fun today? Alright, so being on crew is a lot different than some people would think. A lot of people think that all we do is move stuff around, but that's actually not true. So who in here is super creative and likes to do art? Alright, well one thing that's really fun that we get to do is we get to create some of the props. So this is a little Venus flytrap, and we actually made it out of a foam peach, and so we cut it and then we got to paint it with stuff that we found at home and found in our little tool shed here. We also get to paint this whole set, so a bunch of crew people came out here on Monday and we got to paint this whole thing and make it look really cool. Alright, and who in here thinks they're super strong? Yeah, if you're super strong, you'll be really helpful on crew because there's a lot of big stuff that we have to push out here and then go hide in the wings. And that makes all the magic happen and takes us from a beautiful house to a spooky forest. Alright, and one more thing, who likes to work with their friends? That is the biggest part of crew. I'm the stage manager, so that means that I get to talk to all my friends and make sure that everyone has a job to do. So if you were ever on crew, what you would get to do is be assigned a job, or maybe assign people the jobs if you're the stage manager, and everyone has their own jobs that they follow, and you work together with your friends to move stuff and make everything happen. And if you're in crew, that doesn't have to be the only thing that you do. Me and my partner, who is sadly not here today, have been in many shows where we've done the dancing and singing and acting, and we've also been in the crew where we get to move stuff around. So you get to do all of the options that you want. All right.
And along with that, we also have some crew members who live in the booth up there. Okay, so wave. Not all of you can see them, but they're up there. There's Mr. Helm as well. Hi, Mr. Helm. And they have important jobs too. Okay? Did you guys see all the lights that were going on back here? Yeah. They handle that up in the booth. Oh, look at them go. Okay. They're controlling that up in the booth. They make a lot of creative decisions about what lights should be on when. They choose different colors, spotlights, things like that. We also have people, were you able to hear them when they sang? Yeah, that's because we have people up there who are controlling their mics as well. So that's another possibility. If you love technology, you can be part of the crew that way. We hope you come to see the show. It's on March 12th through the 15th. And come see the hard work that all of these students that are pit band, that all of these grown-ups are putting in to make this show happen. Our plan is to send some flyers back with you that have some more information about the show. And if you're interested in musicals and musical theater, keep your eye out for Lincoln Community Theater. Every other summer, they do a children's show. So that's a show that you guys could audition for and be in right now. And then by the time you'll get to high school, you'll be like an expert. And that would be awesome. They also sometimes have theater camps given through the Lincoln Park District in the summer, so keep an eye out for those. And then Miss Feds will talk to you a little bit about the fall play as well.
Hello everybody, I'm back again. I know, I'm sorry. Last time you're gonna hear from me, I promise. So, like I said earlier, I am also the fall play director. So if you think the musical sounds really interesting, but maybe you don't like singing or dancing quite as much, but you really want to get into acting, that is what the fall play is for. So, in the fall play, it's a lot like the musical, but minus the singing, minus the dancing. It's just the acting. We get to do some really fun shows in the fall. This last fall, we did a show about Dungeons and Dragons, so it's kind of spooky. I know, pretty cool, right? So we get to do a lot of really, really fun things in theater, so I hope that you consider, especially if you're interested in the musical, also doing the fall play. That's all I have to say about that, though. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna switch over to the band here in a second, and then we'll get going. Okay. Oh, that's bright. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name's Mr. Range. This is my student teacher, Mr. Miller, and this is the pep band. Thank you. This is the pep band. So if you've ever gone to any basketball games, you've seen a setup like this with these lovely white shirts. We play at a lot of the boys and girls basketball games, and we're going to play 3 songs for you in this setting, and then I'll kind of talk about some of the other settings that we do as a band, and then I will also talk about some options for you guys next year and in future years. And then I'll also introduce you to some of the people that you have the chance to work with should you choose band. And that's about it. So we're gonna throw things back to the 70s, I think, with a classic Earth, Wind, and Fire tune that if you guys don't know, you should learn it because it's great. This is Let's Groove. And so that's one of our main goals when we do pep band. We're trying to get everybody energized, keep everybody hyped up for those basketball games, right? Keep the team going. And marching band is the same kind of thing. We try to keep the football team energized and go and keep the crowd going, keep everybody hyped and riled up. So marching band, pep band, those are two of our probably two of our most important sides of band that you guys have probably seen already if you've gone to a football game or a basketball game here at the high school. Those are two of our settings that the public sees the most. But that's not all that we do. Okay, so for marching band, we're out on the football field kind of making the shapes. This year we had the boxes, if you went to the show. We had a couple soloists and things like that. We also have the color guard with the flags. So even if you're not in band, there's an option like that. You'll see some of the choir students are kind of raising their hands and things like that. Because while they might not be on the stage with the band, they participate in the band through color guard. So even if you don't play an instrument, you can still be a part of the band, okay? But then on top of that marching band and pep band, we also have our main ensemble is the concert band, where we play, some slower songs and still some fast-paced songs and things like that. But that's where we're just sitting down and we're typically indoors and things like that. Then we have our jazz band, and we have a jazz concert tomorrow. So, if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, you should come by at 6 o'clock and maybe hear 2 great jazz bands. It's gonna be fun, I'm just saying. But if you like jazz music, we have a jazz ensemble here. And then what else do we have? We have the pit orchestra, as you saw. And what you'll notice, there's a lot of different instruments. You saw a couple of people switching instruments. They did not start by learning multiple instruments. They learned one instrument, and then over time, they would learn an additional instrument. And a lot of these pit orchestra books will have 2 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8 instruments. No, 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 no. I was just counting. I was just counting. I walked right into that one. I walked right into that one. You can tell I teach high school, can't you? Anyway, these pick books will call for multiple instruments, so it's a really great chance for the students to really build those skills and learn a different instrument. Some of them might continue those instruments forever. Some of them might just play it for one show. Okay, so it's just another opportunity for you to build more skills if that's something you're interested in. And then we've got a recorder ensemble for the magical that the choir puts on and things like that. So there's a lot of different opportunities that we have here outside of just what's available through the class. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. We've got another song. What's this? Little Boo Thing. It's a more modern song. The what? The Reese's commercial, I guess. We're just going to play this song, and I hope you enjoy it. Experience and ask them about how much fun they're having in band right now and how much they're loving it working with Mr. Helm or myself or Miss Fettercheck or Mr. Miller or Miss Anderson or Miss Pratt or Miss Carlson or I think that's all the teachers. Okay? So, for each and every one of you, there's an opportunity for you to join band next year, potentially, okay? Doesn't matter if you're going into 4th grade or going into 5th grade or going into 6th grade even, okay? So what we've got going on here in Lincoln now is the Lincoln Music Collective, okay? You might have heard about this earlier in the fall of this school year. And what we're doing is we're bringing all of the schools together, just like we have right here, right now, right? We're bringing everybody together and you're all gathering at Central Elementary and then you all play together. And then we also bring a teacher out to you to have a lesson every week. So it might be me, it might be Miss Federcheck. If you're at CEL, it might be Mrs. Pratt. If you're at WLB, it might be Miss Carlson. Who else am I forgetting? That's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody, that's everybody. There's too many names. So, no, Miss Anderson, Miss Anderson. Yeah. How could I forget Miss Anderson? So, there's a whole host of teachers ready to help you guys learn a new instrument, okay? And we're gonna have another teacher join the team next year too, right? So we're trying to get all you guys on an instrument. So I'm just saying, if everybody signed up next year, woo, we could have a mega band, it'd be awesome. So if you're interested in playing an instrument, again, whether you're going into 4th grade, 5th grade, or even 6th grade, it doesn't matter. Every single one of you should think about it and sign up next year. At least come out to our demo night that we're gonna have in the fall again next year, okay? And then, once you get to the junior high level, we've got 2 more ensembles, the concert band and the symphonic band. And that we have over here, he was playing flute, clarinet, and soprano saxophone. Mr. Popper, raise your hand, Mr. Popper. So Mr. Popper, he teaches over at LJHS, and he runs the concert and the symphonic band. Okay, and so eventually, those of you who are in beginning band and cadet band right now, that's where you're going to be headed next after you get through those groups. And then once you go through concert band and symphonic band, and then you'll get to the high school band with me. Okay, so it's just kind of this whole stepping stone as we move through the bands. Okay, but the big goal, or the big thing, is that you're always going to be with kids from all of these different schools. Okay, so these groups are always going to be a really nice, big size, and you're always going to have a great experience, okay? And even as you go from beginning and cadet band, you're going to get to that concert and symphonic band level. Mr. Popper has pep band, Mr. Popper has jazz band, so you're going to get to do all of that stuff before you get to high school. You don't have to wait all the way until high school. You don't have to wait till 9th grade. You can do some of that stuff in... What have I become? But yeah, so just think about it. You got some great opportunities available to you, and I can guarantee some of your colleagues around you that are in beginning band and cadet band are having a great time, because Mr. Helm over here is a great band. So, a few minutes ago, Mrs. Radcliffe asked you guys if you had seen Wicked. And I think a lot of hands, show me again, how many of you had seen Wicked? Did you guys like it? Okay, well then I think you're gonna like our last song. Okay, I'm not even gonna tell you what our last song, it might be. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. We're just gonna play it, okay? So this is our last song, and I think you guys might like it. listening to the choir, the musical, and the band. We hope that you have gained a new appreciation for these arts and learned something about what's available for you here in Lincoln. Okay, that's our biggest goal for today, just showing you all the options that you have at your fingertips. These are all the things that we offer to you here in the schools here in Lincoln, okay? We hope that you take advantage. We are here to give you the best learning experience while you're going through school here in Lincoln, okay? We do have some time. Do you have questions for any of the three of us? Yes, sir. They're called flip folders, and they're holding the music. So instead of using the music stands, they've got the music on their arms or attached to their instruments. Yes, in the pink, back in the middle. What song was that? Can anybody help her out? Yeah, that was Defying Gravity from Wicked. Oh, anybody over here? Yes. What's the easiest? Ooh. Was that? Who said that?
The one you don't practice?
The mic drop. Yeah, the hardest instrument to play is the one you don't practice. I mean, every instrument has its own quirks to it. And then, other than that, it's really just about how hard are you going to work. You know, there isn't, different people are going to say different instruments. We'll leave it at that. The white sweatshirt.
What instrument do you play?
Saxophone. Yes, sir. What's the biggest one? The tubas. So we've got a standard tuba over here that Ella's holding in the chair, and then our two gentlemen in the back are carrying sousaphones. There's both tubas. They just wrap around the body so that you can walk around with them. Any questions for choir or musical? Well, I'm waiting for Miss Spence to come.
Let's see. Who has questions for me? Raise your hand if high if you do. White shirt there in the back in the middle. Not a choir question, but I'll still take it. The oldest instrument is probably like a piece of wood that people would hit with sticks. I'm being serious. Instruments have been around for a long, long time, like cavemen. They used to hit rocks and make music that way. There's always been music. Yes. Got it? Okay. In the blue sweater or gray maybe? I don't know. Right there? How do people make their voices so high? That is a really good question. So there's some things that we can work on. It has a lot to do with the muscles that are in your mouth and in your throat. But some people just have higher voices as well. Like I can show you an example. Marin, can you come up here real quick, wherever you are? I'm about to put her on the spot, so you're all welcome. But Marin naturally has a really high voice. She can sing up pretty high. Marin, can you show us some of your high notes? So the short answer is that we're just born with our voices. Every voice is different. Yes, in the green shirt right here. Yes. Why is it Halloween themed? Are you talking about the musical? The background? Yeah, so the musical, The Addams Family, it's a little bit spooky. It's just one of those shows that's a little bit scary. Sometimes we do shows like last year, Cinderella was very whimsical and beautiful and pretty, and The Addams Family is a little darker and spookier. A couple more right here in the black shirt. I'm glad you liked them. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, there's a lot of questions over here. Goodness. In the striped shirt, the white one, you just turn around. Yes, you. Okay, Grant Eels, can I call you to the stage? Okay, so I need to preface this by saying this is not the lowest note ever, but he can sing a lot lower than I can. Grant, can you show us some low notes? There you go. There's the low note. Okay, we'll take like... three more. All right, three more. Let's get somebody in the back. They're in the very, very back in the plaid jacket. Yes. A Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, Stranger Things theme next year. Okay. That is a really, really good idea, but I don't think there is a Stranger Things musical yet. Maybe you should write that musical and bring it to us, and we'll figure it out, okay? All right, in the blue shirt. Maybe. That's my answer. Okay, one more, last one, right here. My favorite song ever, or my favorite song that we heard today? That I've heard today? I'm not gonna lie, I really like When You're in Adams. I think it's really cool. I like that. There are a lot of cool songs that we do, but I really like that one because it has band and it has singing all happening at the same time. It's pretty cool. All right, that is all I think we have time for today. Thank you again so much for coming here. Please make sure you get flyers on the way out, and we hope to see you in the arts in the future. Thank you guys so much.